Let's continue with the Algebra 1 Unit 1 Pretest Study Guide Solutions. And on we go to number 7. Negative 42 divided by 6. The quotient is going to be negative 7. We have an opposite, a negative, divided by a positive, which gives us a negative. 75 divided by 3. Think money. 75 cents divided by 3, that's a quarter. That's 25. When we divide with fractions, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. What is the reciprocal? It's a number that can be multiplied so that the product is 1. And because 1/3 times 3 over 1 is 1, that's reciprocal. So dividing by a third is the same as multiplying by 3. So we could think of this as 8 over 1 times 3 over 1, which is just 24. And dividing on the last one, we're going to take negative 2/9, multiply by the reciprocal, and look to see if we can cross cancel, and we can. 2 goes into itself once and into 8 4 times. 3 goes into 9 3 times, and 33 11 times. Now we have a negative times a negative, that's positive, and we have a 1 times 11, and 3 times 4, 12, 11 twelfths. Number 8, a football team is at the 35-yard line. A player loses 4 yards, so we're going to take 4 away from that, and gains 8 yards. Where does the team end up? 35 minus 4 is 31. 31 plus 8 puts them at the 35-yard line. 12 boards, each 1 5/8 inches wide, are put together. What is the combined width? So we're going to take all these boards and we're going to combine them. And we want to know if we do this and we keep doing this for a total of 12 times, what's the combined width? So the most efficient way to do this is to take 12 times 1 5/8. Now I'm going to change everything into improper fractions, so 12 over 1. And let's see, we would have 13 over 8. Now, I noticed 13 over 8 and the 12 across the numerator. I really don't want to take 12 times 13, so I am going to look to cross cancel. 8 and 12 have a greatest common factor of 4. So that becomes a 3 and a 2. And that's a lot more manageable. 3 times 13 is 39, and 1 times 2 is 2. So to make better sense of what this really means, I'm going to divide 2 into 39. So if we think about a little long division here, 2 goes into 3 once, 2 goes into 19 9 times with 1 left. So this gives me 19 and a half inches is the combined width. Let's finish up. Number 10, we mentioned absolute value before. So absolute value is the distance something is from 0. And so we treat absolute value just like parentheses. We have to do what's inside first. We can't take the absolute value of everything first. So negative 5 minus 3 gives us the absolute value of negative 8. Final answer of 8. Next, we have 8 to the second power. We say that as 8 squared. That's 64, 8 times 8. 1 to the 20th power is 1 times itself 20 times. 10 to the third is 1,000. The easy way to think about that is a 1 and 3 zeros. And anything with a 0 power is 1. So if we go in order, 64 minus 1 is 63. Plus 1,000 is 1,063. Plus 1 is 1,064. True or false on number 12. What do we see? Well, negative 7 in parentheses squared means to take negative 7 times negative 7. On the right side, we're just squaring the 7. So this is going to be a negative 7 times 7. Well, the left side is going to result in 49. The right side is going to result in negative 49. So they are definitely not equal. That's false. Exponents on 13. We have 5 to the 7th times 5 to the 3rd. 5 to the 7th means I have 7 5s all multiplied. Times 5 to the 3rd. So how many 5s am I really multiplying together? I'll add the exponents. So that's 5 to the 10th. You don't have to figure out what that is. Again, we're just working on exponent rules. This is 7 to the 5th squared. This means I have 7 to the 5th, but I have 2 of those. And 7 to the 5th means I have 5 7s. And so if I count all the 7s I have, that is 7 to the 10th. Easy way to do this is to multiply the exponents together. Third one, 9 to the 5th. That means I have 5 9s in the numerator and 2 9s in the denominator. So 9 divided by 9 is 1. 9 divided by 9 is 1. I have 9 to the 3rd left. And in negative exponents have numbers do somersaults. This becomes 1 over 6 to the 8th power. And so our reasoning for that goes along with the last example. If we have situations, just a side note, of 9 to the 2nd over 9 to the 5th, you can notice I could take on this example here previously, 9 to the 5th divided by 9 squared. I can subtract and get 9 to the 3rd. So using that same principle, that would give me 9 to the negative 3rd, which is the same as 1 over 9 to the 3rd, because I have more 9s in the denominator than the numerator. Let's close with order of operations. So we want to do parentheses and exponents first. So 28 over 4, we're just going to leave you be for a moment. 2 minus 6 becomes negative 4, and I'm going to square that. So in doing so, now I need to go ahead and finish my exponent. So 28 over 4 minus negative 4 squared is negative 4 times negative 4, that's 16. And 28 over 4 is 7. 7 minus 16 is negative 9. Would have hurt anything if I would have done the 28 over 4 a little earlier? No, it wouldn't have. The last one, 1 minus 4 times 5 plus 3. Again, I'm going to do parentheses first. So this is 4. 5 plus 3 is 8. And that 4 is sitting out front. It's kind of like the distributive property. It is the distributive property. But it does mean I'm multiplying. So now I'm going to multiply 4 and 8. That's 32. And 1 minus 32 gives us negative 31. This concludes the solutions to the Unit 1 Pretest Study Guide. Look over at those ideas. Again, you're going to take a pretest over Unit 1. And if you already have these ideas mastered, we're going to go ahead and move on to Unit 2. If you don't have these ideas already mastered from previous work that you've done, we're going to work on them again before you move on to Unit 2. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.